Hello there, my name's Terry and I'm just giving the cards a shuffle to see which one comes out today. If you're needing guidance on anything, clarity, or even if you'd like to book a reading with me, then the link is in the description as well. So just click on the link or send me a message and I shall get back to you. So, and I just want to thank you for all your kind messages and everything, and that it is much appreciated. So I just want to thank you all for that. Right, okay, right, this one. And we've got acceptance. Right, okay. What I'm picking up on this one here is, you know, like we're stuck with different situations at certain times, and you know, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. It can play on your heartstrings. And literally all your emotions and everything, physically, mentally, and spiritually. But also they're saying to me like creatively as well. So what you think about, you create. So you have to look at things in a different way. So look at what you could have created for yourself by things from the past that no longer serves your purpose now. Right, we all make mistakes, but you know, like at those times we kind of like it was right at those times, no matter what. All right, and it might be, you know, like, and things might not have worked out the way that it planned eventually, and sometimes we just have to accept that things aren't always gonna pan out the way that we expect them to. And from that place, there's maybe a lesson there. You can grow from it. And if something was to present itself again in a different way, then what would you do differently? Or is there some way that you could choose differently? But also, like, this comes from a place of like others as well. Maybe there at that time you weren't in a good place emotionally within your own self. So from that place, you didn't know what was going on. It could have even come from like panic stricken or whatever reason. And then things have got a funny way of panning out. You know, like even things from the past can creep back in again in unexpected ways. Things that you would never thought was possible could actually be possible. Everything always comes from a place of timing, right? So maybe something from the past, it wasn't the right time for something that you wanted then for yourself, and maybe things have shifted over the years and now you're presented with something that's come round again but in a different way. The question is, you have to accept what once was, and what would you do differently now? Would you put yourself back in a similar situation? Would you let bygones be bygones and say, right, I'm not going back there again for whatever reason? Now, you've always got a choice at any given time with what you are presented with, all right? And whatever choice you make, it will work out in the best way for everyone involved, because it will. And you have to accept that. Sometimes you just have to accept once what was. It was just that. It was one of those situations that or circumstance that you were in at that time, and it can be something to do on an emotional level that has laid heavy on your heart. So I'm feeling like a heart space. So it's an emotional thing. It's something to do with like your emotions. And maybe there was something there that you thought that you've actually dealt with, but then something's come around again. It's showing you, well, hang on a minute. Why am I feeling this way about this situation? Where am I feeling it in my body? All right. Why is it making me feel so emotional about this situation. So maybe there's some little bit of work there that you still need to do for yourself, but things will always work out the way that it's meant to anyway. And sometimes maybe you were put in that situation, maybe not even for yourself, but it seemed like it was for you at the time, but maybe it's got the added on the same benefits as, okay, so maybe you were there to benefit somebody else because they were not in such a good place within their own life, and you were there to help them in another way so that they could move on from a situation that they were also in that was uncomfortable for them, and they didn't know what to do with that either. All right. This one's runs quite deep, so you know, it's something to think about. It's not going to be for everybody, but just like take this message with my love and take what resonates with you from it. And whatever you're doing today, have a wonderful day. Take care. Much love, Terry.